The worst thing you can do when your car's heat isn't working is take it to the mechanic without trying these fixes first. You could walk out with a $2,000 bill for a heater core replacement you didn't need. I'm about to show you 8 proven ways to diagnose and fix your heating problems, and the secret ingredient that fixes most issues costs less than $6. 30% of heating failures are caused by something mechanics overlook in the first 5 minutes, and I'll show you exactly what to check. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make your heat blazing hot without spending a fortune. Plus, I'm sharing a bonus tip that prevents 40% of all engine failures. Let's jump into tip number 1. Tip 1. Check your thermostat before anything else. Here's what most people don't realize. 30% of heating failures are caused by faulty thermostats, especially in vehicles over 8 years old. When your thermostat sticks open, coolant keeps circulating constantly, preventing your engine from reaching proper temperature. No matter how high you crank the heat, you'll get lukewarm air at best. The dead giveaway is a check engine light with code P128, which specifically indicates thermostat issues. But here's the problem. Your car's computer doesn't always catch this failure, so you need a physical test. After driving for 15 minutes, shut off your engine, pop the hood, and carefully touch the upper radiator hose. If it's barely warm or cool, your thermostat is likely stuck open. A replacement thermostat costs between $80 and $200 depending on your vehicle. But ignoring this will destroy your fuel economy and leave you freezing all winter. The industry secret is that thermostats fail gradually, so catching this early saves you from more expensive damage down the road. This simple 5-minute check can save you from a pointless trip to the mechanic who'll charge you for diagnostics before finding the same problem. Tip 2. Your coolant level is sabotaging your heat. This might sound backward, but coolant is absolutely necessary for heating your cabin, not just cooling your engine. Unfortunately, only 19% of drivers check their coolant regularly, and the rest only look during emergencies. Here's the critical problem most people miss. When coolant drops too low, the heater core, which sits at one of the highest points in your cooling system, fills with air instead of hot fluid. Hot air in the heater core doesn't produce cabin heat. Instead, hot coolant must flow through the core while a fan blows across it to create warm air for your vents. When your engine is completely cool, open your radiator cap and check the level. Also inspect your coolant reservoir, making sure it's between the minimum and maximum lines. Too little coolant means air pockets that kill your heat. But here's what shocks most people. Too much coolant is equally dangerous. Excess coolant creates pressure buildup that prevents the heater core from working and can cause overheating, engine misfires, and electrical problems. The fix costs you nothing if you catch it early. Just drain excess coolant or top it off to the proper level. Ignoring this simple check leads to $800 heater core replacements that could have been prevented. Tip 3. Your engine temperature gauge tells the real story. If you're driving an older vehicle, your cabin won't warm up until your engine reaches operating temperature. This is where most people make a critical mistake. They assume their heating system is broken when really their engine isn't getting hot enough. Take your car for a 10-minute drive and watch your temperature gauge closely. The needle should settle right in the middle, which indicates optimal temperature. If the needle stays low even after 15 minutes of driving, you've got a cooling system problem, likely a stuck-open thermostat we discussed earlier. If the temperature climbs too high into the red zone, you also have a cooling system failure that needs immediate attention. Here's the money-saving insight. This simple gauge-watching technique tells you whether your problem is actually the heating system or the cooling system, which are two completely different repair costs. A heating-specific problem like a blend door actuator runs $100 to $300. A cooling system failure like a water pump or radiator issue can cost $800 to $1,500. By identifying which system is actually failing, you prevent mechanics from throwing parts at your car, hoping something works. This diagnostic step takes zero money and 10 minutes, but can save you from $1,000 in misdiagnosed repairs. Tip 4. Master your climate controls and listen for this sound. 42% of drivers don't actually know how to use their climate controls properly, and those fancy automatic settings aren't helping your situation. Here's the correct method that actually works. Turn your temperature dial all the way to the right into the extreme red zone. Start your fan on the lowest setting and gradually increase it as your engine warms up. Then activate the recirculation button, which is the game changer most people ignore. Recirculation recycles the already warm air inside your cabin instead of constantly pulling freezing air from outside and trying to heat it. In sub-zero weather, you'll wait forever for heat without using recirculation. However, don't use this feature if you have foggy windows, as it slows down defogging. While adjusting your controls, listen carefully for a knocking sound or electrical whirring from your dashboard when you switch between hot and cold. This sound indicates your blend door actuator is functioning properly. The blend door controls whether hot or cold air enters your cabin, and when it fails, you get stuck with one extreme temperature regardless of your settings. A failed blend door actuator costs $200 to $600 to replace, and symptoms include temperatures that change by themselves or being stuck on extreme cold even when you want heat. This listening test costs nothing but tells you immediately if you need this specific repair. Tip 5. Test your blower motor in 30 seconds. Blower motor resistors are one of the most unpredictable components in your car. You might get one lasting decades or one that fails after 3 years, but there's an incredibly easy test that reveals problems instantly. With your engine running, set your fan to the lowest speed, then gradually increase it all the way to maximum. The fan speed should increase steadily at each setting. If the fan speed stays the same regardless of your setting, or if it changes on its own, your blower motor resistor has failed. If absolutely no air comes from your vents at any setting, the entire blower motor is dead. Before you replace anything, check the fuse with a test light or multimeter. A blown fuse will stop the blower completely, but costs $2 to replace instead of $100 for the full blower kit. Here's the critical money-saving point. A full blower motor and resistor replacement kit costs roughly $100 and is an easy DIY fix. But mechanics charge $300 to $500 for the same job because of labor costs. The industry secret is that cheap, low-quality resistors fail constantly. So when you do replace this part, invest in a quality component from a reputable brand. This 30-second test reveals whether you need a $2 fuse or a $100 blower motor, saving you from unnecessary diagnostic fees. Tip 6. The heater core test that reveals everything. If you've checked everything so far and still have no heat, it's time to test the heater core itself. Pop your hood and locate two black hoses, sitting next to each other, running from your engine into the firewall. These are your heater core inlet and outlet hoses. With your engine fully warmed up, carefully touch both hoses. They should both be hot enough to make you pull your hand away quickly. If one or both hoses are barely warm or cold, you've got a clogged heater core. And this is where mechanics will try to empty your wallet. Most mechanics immediately recommend heater core replacement, which costs $1,000 in regular cars and easily exceeds $2,000 in Mercedes or BMW vehicles. Some mechanics suggest a standard coolant flush, but here's the scam. Regular coolant flushes don't remove sludge from heater cores. You'll see temporary improvement for a few days, then you're right back to no heat, and that's when they hit you with the replacement recommendation. After years of neglect, coolant breaks down, rust particles form, and sediment accumulates in the tightest spaces of your cooling system, the heater core being the worst spot. This test costs you nothing but 30 seconds of your time and reveals exactly whether your heater core is the culprit, preventing you from wasting money on other unnecessary repairs first. Tip 7. The $6 fix that works 90% of the time. Here's the game-changing solution that costs under $30 and works in over 90% of clogged heater cores, a CLR flush. CLR is a household cleaning product designed to remove calcium, lime, and rust from bathtubs and sinks. But geniuses discovered it perfectly cleans heater cores. Before starting, you must verify your heater core isn't leaking. Check inside your car for coolant smell or drips under the dashboard. Check under your car where the AC drain is for coolant mixed with water, or use a pressure tester. If there's any leak, flushing makes it worse and ruins your dashboard. For non-leaking cores, gather CLR, a garden hose, safety gloves and goggles, hose clamp pliers, an air pump, and a funnel. First, with your engine completely cold, place a container underneath and remove both heater core hoses using the clamp tool. Use your air pump to blow out all remaining coolant from both hose connections. Pour CLR into the heater core using your funnel until it overflows. Then let it sit for 1 full hour to break down sludge and rust. Here's the critical part. Use only 10 to 20 psi water pressure when flushing. Turn your garden spigot just a quarter turn. Excessive pressure destroys the delicate radiator fins inside. Flush water through both openings until it runs completely clear, then reattach the hoses. The entire process costs under $30 versus $1,000 to $2,000 for replacement. Auto shops charge $100 to $250 for this exact service, so doing it yourself saves serious money. Tip 8. The maintenance step that prevents future failures. 60% of heater core failures happen because of bad coolant that was never changed, which is exactly why regular coolant flushes are critical. Most cars need coolant flushed every 2 to 5 years or between 30,000 and 60,000 miles. Professional shops charge $200 for this service, which is actually worth the cost for the convenience and proper disposal. However, if budget is tight right now, you can do this yourself with coolant, a drain pan, distilled water, your spill-proof funnel kit, pliers, and coolant flush solution. Place your drain pan under the radiator drain plug and open it to drain old coolant. Fill the radiator with distilled water through the reservoir. Start the engine so the water pump circulates it. Then add your coolant flush chemical. Drive for 10 to 15 minutes with the heat on to circulate the flush through the entire system, including the heater core. Let everything cool completely. Drain the flush mixture. Then fill with fresh coolant mixed with distilled water. Never use tap water, because minerals break coolant down quickly. After refilling, you must bleed the cooling system by using a spill-proof funnel locked onto the radiator neck, starting the engine with heat on high and fan on low, watching for bubbles, and topping off as the thermostat opens. Trapped air pockets cause hot spots that lead to overheating and $4,000 to $8,000 in engine damage. This maintenance costs under $50 DIY or $200 professionally, but it prevents $1,000 heater core replacements and catastrophic engine failures. You've just learned 8 professional-level techniques to diagnose and fix your car's heating problems without getting ripped off. These methods can save you anywhere from $50 to over $2,000 depending on what you found. The CLR flush alone has saved thousands of people from unnecessary heater core replacements. Remember, that $6 bottle of CLR works 90% of the time when your heater core is clogged but not leaking. The key to keeping your heat working perfectly is checking coolant levels regularly and flushing your cooling system every 2 to 5 years. If this video saved you from an expensive mechanic bill, let me know in the comments what issue you found and how much money you saved.